Hey, welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. Hey, Mademoiselle Scythe. Hey, Tree Boy Elias. So good to see you both. And it just started sleeting here, freezing rain. It was snowing, and I can hear it hitting my window, and it's coming down pretty good. Yeah, so we got some ice last night, and then we have snow on top of it, and now we're getting more freezing rain. Yeah, yeah. So that's fun. Um, hey Lizzie, good to see you. Sorry you can't stick around. Well, Mademoiselle Scythe, this is not regular rain. This is ice. We are getting ice. um, not a not a great thing to be getting. Hello, Megan. Good to see you. I hope you all are safe and warm and inside and all that jazzy jazz. My chat window is in a very awkward position. There we go. Yeah, it's not great weather here in the old show me state. But luckily I have nowhere to be as per usual and I work from home, so I was actually getting ready to do some contract work. I started on it when Amberlynn uploaded. So after we do this live stream, I'll be going back to doing some contract work because I live that exciting and thrilling of a life. So, and my ass is not going outside. I may go out to clean off the front porch later, but we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, um we have Amberlynn's part 3 of her Q&A. You know, it could be the weather, it could be me, or it could be you. You know, it's not me, it's you, Mademoiselle Scythe. But it could be my internet connection. With the weather we're getting, Spectrum could be having issues, but it appears to be okay. What I'm watching here. So, yeah, I think we're okay. Why, hello, Bill Clinton. um, hey, Blue Hoodie. Yeah, it was you, Mademoiselle Scythe. It wasn't me. You're the problem in this relationship. I'm kidding. Um, we do have Amberlynn's part 3 Q&A titled "My Lies Are Haunting Me," calling out specific reaction channels and updates on Rarity. And this is a part 3 of her Q&A. And I don't yes, I am. And I don't know the date that this was recorded. It could have been a week ago, it could have been before New Year's. We don't know. Uh, so I'm sure it's probably going to be about her calling out like Jordy and some of the things that he's done and popping into his live chat and things like that. Um, and hopefully there's probably not going to be any update on Rarity. They probably haven't heard anything, haven't found her or anything. And I mean, in some instances, no news is good news because that leaves the chance that Rarity is okay and still somewhere out there. But for Rarity to not have, for Rarity being an indoor cat and as loving as she is, to not to have gone up to some humans or to be inside a house somewhere, I would find odd. Unless she is no longer with us, unless she's crossed that rainbow bridge. So we'll see what we have here from Miss Amberlynn. Boop. Yeah, I'm still sleeping. Making coffee. I have a cup of coffee right here. As you can see, coffee makes me poop. And then I have my protein coffee waiting in the wings for when I finish what's left in this little bitty cup here. So, I forget it is morning for y'all there in California, 11 a.m. for you, Ilya and Mademoiselle Scythe. So let's I guess let's go ahead and get into it here. So, if you do happen to be new here, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little too slowly for me. So let's let me make sure I did actually speed her up, and I did. Let me get my screen. Boop. And she has water hidden. Yeah. You can think that, Mademoiselle Scythe, though I'm not gonna lie to you though. Alright, we will put the I don't want to move my camera too much because I'm going to screw up the connection. But, alright. I did some testing earlier, so you should be able to hear her. Let me play her for a few seconds just to make sure. Oh my god, the sleet is really coming down.
Hello.
Freezing
Welcome to
rain.
part 3 of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your guys' questions, 25 per each video. And
Alright. I'm assuming you guys could hear her. I'm going to check here. It's really coming down.
Hello.
Freezing rain. Oh, right. You can hear her. Excellent. Alright. Let's get into it.
I do have a few disclaimers.
No, back up. Oh,
I
shit.
chose to do this because
Apparently my mouse is just clicking everywhere. Alright, let's back her up. Let's back that thing up.
Hello. Welcome to part 3 of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your guys' questions, 25 per each video. And I do have...
Yes, 100 questions where 89 of them are fluff. Although, I mean, how many serious questions can people really ask her? I mean, for 100 questions, what are we going to be getting? A lot of people ask similar things, just in a slightly different way.
I have a few disclaimers. I chose to do this because I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, but for the next 10 days, I'm going to be super busy, so I'm not going to have any time.
Wait, you said the next 10 days 2 videos ago. So are you recording all of these on the same day, but just changing shirts and like doing your hair a little bit differently? Because you keep saying the next 10 days. So unless you're just changing shirts and recording 100 of these questions all in the same day, wouldn't it be like 8 days or 9 days at this point? But we all know that Tommy is in town. So that's why, or Emily, I don't like calling her Tommy. Let's call her by her actual name. Emily is in town. So that's why she's busy. She's busy getting busy, apparently.
Time to edit, but I definitely will have time to film, so you don't have to worry about that. So to keep my promise, I am
Oh, we're not worried. I know, changing the shirts on the same day. Would that be too much work, lol? It seems like it would be a lot of recording to do in one day. I mean, but I guess she's just sitting down. I mean, it would take her more effort to actually go through and oh my god, I had the word in my brain and then it just went away. It would take her longer to go through and gather the questions and figure out which ones to answer than it probably would to actually sit down and answer them. Um, is this a new shirt? I don't know. Those appear to be green stripes. I don't know if I've seen this one before either. I don't remember. Sorry, my manager just texted me. Give me 1 second here. He texted me a while ago to check on me with the weather up here. And he's in Texas. And they're supposed to get... Yeah. So, sorry, just texted him back to tell him to be safe, because they're going to be getting storms in Texas, I think. But yeah, he was just texting me to check on me with the weather. He's a good guy. I'm going to miss working for him if I leave my company completely.
Refilming.
But I'll keep in touch with him. I'll still text everybody that I used to work with. Actually, people that I used to work with at Schneider Electric, we have a happy hour coming up this next Friday. So I always love that when people that I work with, we just become like a weird family.
So in the best way that I knew how, I was like, let's do some Q&As for now. So if you haven't seen my other two, they're already posted. Things get a little juicy, and we're going to continue getting...
A little juicy? Did they get juicy? Yes, Mademoiselle Size. I haven't given like full updates on this yet because I still need to talk to our VP tomorrow. But I have accepted a full-time position with the company that I'm doing contract work for. So I'm going to offer to my current company to do part-time work for them or contract to my current company. So my jobs could just flip-flop. My contract work's becoming my full-time job, and my full-time job could become a part-time position. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they offered me a full-time position because a different company that is a direct competitor of the company I contract for was offering me a full-time position that I was going to accept. And the company that I contract for didn't want to lose me as an employee. So the CEO told the guy that I report to, because we all used to work together at Schneider Electric. So the CEO was like, make her an offer. We'll increase her contract rate until we're able to physically give her the offer, but tell her that we want to bring her on full time if she's willing. So I went ahead and accepted the contingent offer from the company that I contract for, and turned down the other company that was offering me a full-time position. So, yeah. I guess it's nice to feel wanted. Anyway, sorry for that tangent there. Just wanted to give a quick little information there.
Juicy. And I feel like in part 4...
Oh, yes, juicy. Did it get juicy? Have I just blocked anything spicy that she included? I don't know. Thank you, Ilya. I am pretty good at what I do. My career is like the only part of my life or me that I'm confident in is that I'm good at my job. That's like the only thing. That is the only thing that I have confidence in, where I have high self-esteem is my work. So I must have blocked out any of the juicy stuff. She did. Oh, wait. Yeah, she answered some questions about Emily's abilities. And then the whole fetish thing, I think, could be what she's talking about. And thank you. But let's see here.
Or we might get even juicier, so let's do it.
No, let's not get juicier. No. Please don't. There was nothing juicy. I know, that's what I was trying to figure out. Was there anything juicy? Oh yeah, it's the best. Like every other girl. I know, she says that about all of her girlfriends. Oh, she's such a good kisser. Oh my god. Yeah. I think that was about the only juicy other than the fetish questions. Yeah, wasn't wifey like the best ever too?
All right, first question. What kind of ASMR do you watch on YouTube? Lately, I've been really loving like certain perfectionist like final touches of like the hair. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you it's so calming when like they do like curls and they like move the hair like this and like just like perfect little tiny little movements. That's why it's called ASMR perfectionist or whatever. Oh my god, it's so good and calming. 10 out of 10 recommend. What
Huh. So I do listen to ASMR videos when I'm going to sleep at night sometimes. Um, ASMR August is a good one if you like those things. Um, yeah, she said she was electrocuted even though she just got a small shock at most. It was yeah. I said the same thing. It wasn't electrocution. It was a shock. Probably no more than a static shock if you scuff your feet across the carpet. Yeah, I wouldn't consider that juicy at all.
what are some of your hobbies lately? I've been into scrapbooking, journaling,
Scrapbooking. Let's see some of these scrapbooks, girly. I thought she didn't watch ASMR anymore. Um, I think she probably goes back and forth on it. That's my best guess. 'Cause I think she mentioned a few videos ago or something, maybe during Vlogmas, an ASMR video. Um, so I don't know. So scrapbooking. Oh, sorry for that pause
out of 10
face.
recommend. What are some of your hobbies lately? I've been into scrapbooking, journaling, Legos.
Journaling, Legos. You know, I'm into Legos too. I bought 2 new Lego sets yesterday. 2 of the new botanicals. They're so cute. I'm going to put a big Lego back here where my printer is. We're going to work on that on lives eventually here.
Doodling. Yeah, that's about it. What's your love language or favorite way to be loved? So,
Oh my god. She gets asked this quite a bit. Isn't her love language like... Oh my god, I can't remember what they are. Hey, Erin. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Um, isn't her love language like touch and like words of affirmation or something? What she likes to get, and then she likes to like... The globe is downstairs on my kitchen table. I don't have anywhere to put it up here right now, unless I'm gonna put some shelves up on this wall, but I'm not 100% certain what type of shelves. So, um, and then as far as the love languages that she gives, isn't it like gift giving? Um, uh, so I don't know. Anyway, sorry, my manager messaged me again. Let me know how bad it gets. Will do. So far, I haven't lost internet, so that's a bonus. Gifts. Yeah, she likes to give gifts a lot. I don't remember what they all are. Words of affirmation, physical touch, like time, like quality time or something. Um, gift. You know, just Google that shit, Libby. What are the 5 love languages? Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. Yeah. All right. So let's see. What does Amberlynn? The whole love language thing was started by a problematic man, and the whole thing is BS. You can see Gary DeMonte Chapman. Um, I mean, they could be BS, but I think it's good to know on some level what types of things your partner likes. Like, if you know that your partner prefers you spending time with them instead of like buying them gifts, that could really help your relationship. Or if they prefer you just like doing the acts of service, like, hey, I know you were really busy today, so I made dinner for you. You know, those kinds of things. So I think even if you think they might be BS or problematic, um, in my opinion, I think they are good on some level for helping people in relationships to know, okay, this is the type of thing that my partner likes to receive. These are the types of things that I like to receive, and if we communicate those in this kind of generic nature by this broad thing, like, you know, I prefer quality time, or some people some people might need more words of affirmation because to they need to know that you desire them in that way. They need to hear it. Um, so you could like show it by action, but they may not get it unless they physically hear it, unless they actually hear the words come from you. So I think these are good things to have as broad, generic, um, I guess areas for relationships to help your relationship be a little bit stronger or to help communication on some level. Of course, I'm saying that as a single person, so take that with a grain of salt. Been trying to get better at physical touch. Time and acts of service. Yeah, it's some people just don't like to be touched unless it's somebody they're close with. Like, I'm a hugger. I hug all of my friends, whether they want it or not. They're getting a hug. No, yeah.
So for the longest, I thought words of affirmation was like top two of my love languages, but it's not. It's actually like third. My number one love language, I think, is physical touch. Like with the right person, like I cannot touch you enough. You cannot touch me enough. Like
Well, Aaron, I'd rather make you soup than cuddle. What kind of soup? It's, that's funny.
let's be in each other's skin. And then my second love
You know, that reminds me of that scene from American Dad where he can't get close enough to Haley and he's like all over Haley like Roger. And then he ends up like cutting off his skin or something. Yeah, it's some reason that just reminded me of that.
you cannot touch me enough. Like let's be in each other's skin. And then my second love language is definitely
I'm sure there's problems with everything, Megan. Mademoiselle sighed. That's me. You're getting a hug no matter what. That's right. You can stiff arm it, and I will just hug you. I made chicken and rice with kale and carrots. Oh, you can leave the kale out. That sounds yummy though. Homemade chicken soup is good.
me enough. Like let's be in each other's skin. And then my second love language is definitely quality time. I feel like that is so freaking important. It's not even fun.
So how so this could be problematic with it being a long distance relationship and with Amber having borderline personality disorder. I remember, I know it was a good episode. Um, so from my experience with a previous relationship, when I first came back to the States, my girlfriend lived about a 45-minute drive from me on the north side of in North County in St. Louis, and I lived in O'Fallon, and it was like a on a good day with traffic about a 40-minute drive. But in the evenings, I would get home from work, and she would call me, and she would want to sit on the phone like every night, all fucking night, and I would be like making something to eat, doing dishes, and she'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing dishes." "You need to be paying attention to me." I'm like, "Well, I have shit that I need to do." I need to do laundry. I need to wash dishes. I need to fix something to eat. And if I wasn't giving her my full attention, spending, quote, quality time on the phone with her, she would get very upset. And she would call me and be like, "You're not talking." And I'm like, "I don't have anything to say today." I just I don't have anything I want to talk about. I just want to go sit on my couch and play a video game or read a comic book or watch TV. I don't want to. It's like, yes, I love you, but I don't want to sit on the phone with you for 4 fucking hours. Um, so that could be. So being long distance with the quality time could be difficult and could end up being problematic in some relationships. Aaron says, "Today I'm picking up ham potato soup that my mom made because oh no, I'm so sorry you're sick. If I liked ham, the soup would sound lovely. That's very nice of your mom to make soup for you, and I hope you feel better soon." Did your partner make you sick? I know your partner came home, like, what, Thursday or Friday, not feeling well? Having your partner constantly on FaceTime and ignoring everyone else seems to be typical for Amber. Right, Megan, yeah. That's what I was bringing that up for, is I think this ex of mine also had borderline personality disorder. That's my opinion on it. So if Amber is similar, we already know Amber has trust issues and gets a little jealous, and having somebody be long distance would be even more so. So, and she already says, "Oh, we FaceTime constantly all the time." That would get really old really quick. Yes, sharing is caring. Here, honey, have my sickness because I love you.
Funny. Quality time with zero distractions, just you and your partner.
Okay, so quality time, zero distractions. When you are in the same physical space as that person, that's a lot easier to be able to do that. So with Emily in town visiting her, they could do this. But being long distance is going to be a challenge. Hey, Fiona's mom. I hope you're doing well. It is good to see you.
Connect mentally, physically, emotionally, through laughter, deep conversations, fun, etc., etc. In other ways, I love to be loved. That isn't even part of like the love language.
I love to be loved. I think that's kind of the crux of Amberlynn's issues and why she jumps into relationships as quickly as she does, because she wants to feel desired. She wants to make sure that feel like somebody wants her and wants to be with her. Um Everybody likes a ham soup apparently. Hey, Jonalyn. I hope you are doing well and good luck tomorrow.
Lists like just understanding and patience and kindness and just like a gentle love. That's genuine.
What the fuck is a gentle love? She said this before about a soft love. A soft, gentle love. And all that does is remind me of Kelly Clarkson's song, Love So Soft. What the fuck is a gentle love, though? I don't know. Maybe I'm just old and bitter, but I don't know. It's just, what the. Ooh, a turkey in the freezer to just make soup. Making some turkey soup. Breakfast? Ilya. And Amber get therapy. Amber does need therapy. Hey, Zombius now. Hello, Canada. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, you will be fine. Keep us posted. If you need somebody to talk to, feel free to message me on Instagram. Gentle love means not encouraging Amber to do anything she doesn't want to do. I think that sounds about right, Ilya. Yeah. So not pushing your partner to be a better person or to improve or do anything they're uncomfortable with. I guess that would be a gentle love. I'm glad you're feeling better, Fiona's mom. It took you a while to get over that gunk, so I hope you're feeling better. Amber's love language is her being loved. I know. I just love being loved. Well, doesn't everybody? A bagel with eggs, spinach, and cheese on top. Well, that sounds pretty tasty. A bagel is so much bread. That sounds pretty yummy. That's similar to what I had. I had a Jimmy Dean turkey sausage croissant witch with egg and cheese. It's my lunchtime, but I had a I had a built protein bar before going live to stave off my lunch hunger. Being a caretaker and enabler is gentle love. Well, Emily can't be a caretaker because she lives in Wisconsin, but she can be an enabler. What the fuck, Fiona? Fiona's mom, rather? Oh my god, are you okay? I seem to remember her saying wifey was supportive but wanted her to lose weight when Amber wasn't ready. The bagels I get are David's. I haven't seen that brand. Oh wait, David's, yeah. Of course I have. I buy David's killer bread sometimes. God, Fiona's mom, I hope you're okay. Jesus. And yeah, wifey was supportive, but I think wifey also wanted. Wifey may have gone into the relationship thinking she could save Amberlynn or fix Amberlynn, that she would be the partner to finally give Amberlynn the support system that she needed to lose the weight and get better. And I think wifey, so Amberlynn did say that wifey was the most supportive partner she'd ever had. I do believe that wifey was supportive. We saw wifey cooking healthier meals for Amberlynn. She would ask her, do you really need this? Do you really want this right now? So I think wifey was really trying to help Amberlynn get healthier, be better, so they could have a longer relationship and be happier together. And I think she finally, in my opinion, when Amberlynn decided to not get the weight loss surgery and wasn't doing anything to meet the goals to get the weight loss surgery, I think wifey might have just realized Amberlynn doesn't want to get better. She doesn't want to lose weight to get healthier. She won't do it for herself, and she won't do it for me and our relationship. Um, and I don't know if Emily's going to be any different. Amberlynn has to want it for herself. Average Fiona's mom. I'm averaging being admitted every 6 weeks now. I need. Oh my god. Do you know where you are on the transplant list by chance? Are you? Are you at the tippy top? I don't know. What's your blood type? I can survive with half a liver. What do you need, Fiona's mom? I'm B positive. We can. The support wasn't gentle or soft enough. I guess. Aaron, that's why I think Amber took the breakup so hard. She couldn't change for wifey. Amberlynn just turned 34, Mademoiselle Scythe. I don't believe Emily wants to help her lose weight. Who knows? I don't know enough about Emily. Emily, on the surface, sounds like she's being supportive of these choices that Amberlynn is trying to make. Um, oh no, Fiona's mom. So AB negative, that's the universal donor, isn't it? You can give to anybody. No, wait, that's O, isn't it? Can you only receive from other AB negative? But I think, is the blood type as important anymore? I think, yeah, it may be. My ex girlfriend, the one that would call me and want to sit on the phone for 4 hours, she had a kidney transplant and a pancreas transplant. So, damn, Fiona's mom. See, that makes sense. If you love your partner, you want them to be as healthy as possible to be able to add longevity to the relationship. Yeah, absolutely. Man, not that I wish for anybody's death, but I hope you get a transplant soon. Um, I believe it's also possible they could take part of a liver from a living donor. If you were to happen to get a living donor, they could take part of that liver and transplant it. But man. Well, you are definitely in our thoughts, and if anybody's religious, prayers, I'm sure. I am not religious, but I am definitely thinking of you and hoping. Why do you think Amberlynn, in all honesty, really doesn't want to lose weight? I think, again, this is my opinion. I think it's a combination of things. One, it's hard and it's uncomfortable. Two, I think she's tied so much of who she is and her identity into her size that if she were to lose the weight, she wouldn't really know who she is. I don't think she really knows who she is anyway, because she takes on personality traits from her partners. Um, and I think also she could like she said before, she isn't too worried about loose skin, but I'm sure she is. But then also, if she does lose weight with the lymphedema and lipedema, her legs will look even more odd, and that could be part of it as well. Um, But I think one of the biggest reasons would just be that it's hard to lose weight. Even though at Amberlynn's size, she could probably lose a good 50 pounds pretty quickly if she wanted to. But I think she really needs to get her relationship with food fixed. Because, again, everybody's metabolism and how they burn energy is different. But you have to work to stay 500 pounds. Yeah. Um, the liver is the second largest organ, only next to one's skin, but there are other components, but blood is a big one. Oh, your hospital doesn't do living donors? Oh, man. It has to be overwhelming for her to realize how much she has to lose. She tries to eat an elephant in one bite versus little bites. Yeah, that's another thing with Amberlynn is she gets very discouraged very quickly, but she wants immediate results, and I think that's why she keeps wanting to try the semaglutides. Is they give pretty quick results, but then if it stops working for a week, she gets discouraged and just goes back to whatever. She needs to find something that's maintainable for her for a length of time. Let's see, Tree Boy Elia. I think it's also tough for her to eat the foods she needs to achieve her goals. She doesn't have the willpower. Yeah, I mean, it could be. So I think Amberlynn is kind of similar to me when it comes to food. Is she can eat the same thing for like a week or two, but then she switches to something else. And I think to maintain what she would need to do, she would need to do some pretty decent meal planning to kind of figure out, okay, here's what I'm going to have this week. These are the days I'm going to order takeout. Let me plan my meals. Like, she's not calorie counting right now, but she could still do some meal planning and have kind of a ballpark idea of how many calories she's consuming. She doesn't want to give up the takeout. She's kidding herself if she thinks that's not a big part of it. Yeah, she doesn't want to give up the takeout, absolutely. And while you can lose weight while ordering takeout and getting delivery, it depends on what you're eating, right? And when you're ordering the takeout, you don't fully know how it's being prepared. They could be cooking that shit in a pound of butter, and you could be eating an extra 500 calories without even realizing it. Has she ever reached 300 pounds? Maybe when she first started YouTube, whenever she was with Crystal, she was, I think, in the mid 300s, wasn't she? But we've never seen her below 450 in the modern Amberlynn era. She normalizes eating takeout once a day. Yeah, she hopefully she is going to lessen that and drop it down to just a couple of days a week. But I'm pretty sure with Emily in town visiting her, they're probably going out to eat. I don't think Amberlynn's cooking for Emily here at home, probably. She could be. She could be. But they're probably going out to eat. Whereas she could make cooking dinner together part of that quality time. Hey, let's cook dinner together. You can cut the vegetables or cut whatever. I'll cut this. You can boil the pasta. You can do this but she could use that as quality time together as well. If Emily's visiting, they could cook meals together. Hey Mars, I hope you are doing well. It is good to see you. And I think Amber isn't cooking the whole time. Yeah, I don't. She might cook a meal or two, but I find it probably unlikely.
genuinely important to me. Do you follow trends with the clothing?
Sorry, I forgot what she was
Like
talking about.
the love language list.
Oh,
Like
love
just
languages.
understanding. And
Man, we are just 2 minutes into this and we're already 46 minutes recording. I am so sorry. This is going to be a long one. I need to just shut up and let her play.
and patience and kindness and just like a gentle love. That's genuinely important
Oh, yeah, it was the gentle love that got us woo off that ramp.
to me. Do you follow trends with the clothing you wear? No.
No. The only trend Amberlynn follows is I like mesh.
No. Most trends, I'm not gonna lie to you, and
We are just chatting it up, Blue Hoodie. That girl would slay if she at least 300. A new Amberlynn era, Shufflin era. You know, I know people give her crap when they watch her. I hate watching her use knives. For some reason, watching her use a knife makes me anxious. I just know she's gonna chop off a little finger. She would be pretty hot at 300 pounds, I think. Not if y'all have watched any of my vlogs videos, that's about what I weigh. But if she were to lose the 270 pounds, she would probably be feeling so much better. She would feel so much more mobile, and then she could use that as a jumping block to lose even more. Yeah. Whenever she got down to around the 450s, when she was with Wifey, people were so supportive of her and her comments and were cheering her on and rooting for her because she was showing personal growth and showing improvement. And then it all went to hell in a handbasket and she gained it all back.
I'm not here to judge. But yes, the trends, you know what? Pop off. You do you.
What are the current fashion trends? I don't even fucking know. Jeans, t-shirts. That's what I wear.
You look great. If you love what you wear, you automatically look beautiful to me. But they're not for me. I have my own style. Sometimes I don't even understand my own style. If I see it and I wear it and I like it and I love it, I'm gonna keep wearing it. I don't care what anybody says out there.
Oh, we know. We know you don't care what anybody says.
What you actually need a planner for, it sounds like a little bit of shade.
I think a lot of us have said that. What the fuck do you need a planner for? I mean, get up, walk Twinkie, record, or whatever you want and fits you isn't a style, Amber. It's called the Amberlynn style, whatever fits.
So I like to plan YouTube videos. You guys don't know this, but I have like a whole list of things that I want to talk about in vlogs or show in vlogs or what do I want to do in vlogs. I'm also a very to-do list.
Do ya? A very to-do list. Yeah, I make a lot of to-do lists too.
Oriented type of girly, whether it's things around the house or things I'm doing with my mom or things that I have to.
That's so disingenuous. If you like what you're wearing, it's beautiful to me. That girl judges what women are wearing outside of a restaurant. Wasn't that one time, like 6 years ago? I mean, I mean, we all judge what Amberlynn's wearing half the time. You know, we're always like, oh God, why are you wearing that mesh? And I have zero fashion sense. Anybody met him was outside. I don't think the Twinkie walk even happens. I think she does walk Twinkie. It may not be very far in the cold weather, but I do think she does take Twinkie outside, at least for a little while. We haven't seen her really judging people anytime recently that I can think of. But I think I just bought a really cute to-do list book planner. It was very Amberlynn of me. Oh, goodness. Does it have a bullet journal in it? Are you journaling? I use OneNote a lot. I use OneNote for work, for my to-do list for work. I use my Google Calendar and OneNote for my other stuff around the house and everything. Hello, Shrek. Yeah, it must be difficult at her size, Fiona's mom. I can't imagine it's easy.
To do just to remind myself.
I will say she is a lot more mobile than you would imagine her to be, though. Let's see, Ilya. I feel that still her now. I feel it's still her now, even if she doesn't show it. If she's not sincere, I feel Amber judges others have her own insecurities. Sure, I mean, don't we all though? I mean, don't we all do it on some level, even if we don't mean to? Like if you're out and about and you see somebody wearing something, you're like, wow, that doesn't suit them at all. Or, you know, I mean, I think everybody does it on some level, even just occasionally. Like, wow, why are they wearing that top? That doesn't look very good on them. You gotta write that shit out, Aaron, so you don't forget about it. Excuse me. My mom says, you spot it, you got it. What does that mean, Blue Hoodie? Yes, but I'm not going to make a blanket statement that I don't feel that way. Well, no, yeah, I mean, we all know Amberlynn speaks in absolutes, even when she shouldn't. And even if she might be judging somebody's dress, like, oh, why are you wearing that? But you look beautiful in it regardless.
Because my memory is not good. So I use a planner to plan. How often do you use your tarot card?
I use a planner to plan. Hey, good job. The thing you dislike about others is the thing you dislike about yourself. That's interesting. Amber judges everyone. She thinks she's above us all. She could. Absolutely. Um, ALR doesn't strike me as a girl's girl. Yeah. And that could be her own insecurities coming in to play. I don't know. Um, yeah, could be. I don't think we've seen enough of her interacting with other people recently. But yeah, I mean, absolutely, she could. She could be that judgy person that's judging others based on her own insecurities and how she feels about herself.
Cards. I only ever use them when I truly.
Oh, what was that, tarot cards?
So I use a planner to plan. How often do you use your tarot cards?
Amberlynn is not. Amberlynn is not a tarot card reader. Oh my god. I don't. Oh. I wish for all the women around me to succeed and have the best glow up of their lives. Absolutely, Fiona's mom. Um, as long as a woman feels beautiful and is happy in her skin, then I'm all for it. Um, the way she was so defensive about the Pam on the salmon and her other Q&A unnecessarily bothered me. Why did it bother you, Ilya? I know she's been getting shit about that Pam on the salmon for years. And I will say she was correct in that when people put things in their air fryers, they will give it a quick spray of something. People do that, and I did mention that in my video. But that's an air fryer. That's not baking it in the oven. Um, it's yeah, seeing her spray that salmon again. I don't cook fish, so I don't know what you're supposed to do with salmon when you bake it because I don't eat fish. Um, Not other people. Trisha Paytas specifically. Yeah, the whole Trisha Paytas thing. Um, I think it, but but Trisha does get crap for it. But Trisha owns up to it. She's like, yeah, I lie about shit. Amberlynn tries to make you think she's being truthful when she's lying. I think that's the difference. Is that Amberlynn will gaslight you when it comes to it. Um, but I think Trisha Paytas. Now again, I don't watch Trisha Paytas, so I don't know anything about her. But she's probably trolling a lot when it comes to the lies, and people know she's lying about things. Fish is so oily, though. Why? I don't know, Aaron. I don't know. She couldn't just admit that she didn't know what she was doing. She had to go into this long explanation about why she did it. If you don't know how to bake salmon, that's fine. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Amberlynn is not the best cook, and I think she could benefit from taking a cooking class or watching some YouTube videos. Um, she did what she thought she should be doing, and I think on some level that is admitting that she doesn't really know how to cook the fish. She was doing what she thought she should do for it. Um, it would be interesting to see her follow a recipe. It would, Blue Hoodie. And I even mentioned before that maybe she should get like some HelloFresh again or something, and then take us along on her preparing one of the HelloFresh meals. I think people would enjoy that. Any of those meal delivery type services like that she could do. Because that would also give her meals planned out for the week. You put butter on your salmon. It gives it a nice crispiness to the skin. Ugh. That doesn't sound good at all. But again, I don't eat fish. Ooh, cold chill. Why am I suddenly cold?
I only ever use them when I truly feel like the universe is like, I want to tell you something, or if I want the universe to tell me something, because it's not.
Or when I feel like the universe wants to tell me something. Oh my god. HelloFresh upped my sauce game. HelloFresh actually gave me a lot of really good cooking things, tips and such as well. I haven't ordered HelloFresh in ages, but one of the best recipes I had from them was like a, what was it called? Like a red onion jam burger. That was really, really good. And I'll sometimes make that on my own because you keep the recipe cards, right? So I will occasionally make meals based on my HelloFresh recipe cards. Let's see, I understand putting oil or butter on the baking sheet, aluminum foil to crisp the skin, help it not stick. Yeah, I don't, because I don't know how to cook fish. I don't eat the skin, but I use olive oil in a cast iron pan to make it crispy and delicious. But if you don't eat it, how is that crispy and delicious? I don't understand, Aaron. You're making it crispy and delicious, but you don't eat it? Um, yeah, Amberlynn, when I think the universe wants to tell me something, then I use my tarot cards. Uh, um, and since Amberlynn doesn't probably know anything about tarot cards or how to interpret them or anything, she's just gonna make up whatever she wants it to tell her. Oh, this means this because this is what I want to hear. Amber, the universe doesn't care about you. You don't even believe. No, she believes the moon is real. She doesn't believe we landed on it. Which I have a whole video for her debunking that. Not the skin, the flesh. Oh, okay, Aaron. Thank you for clarifying for me. Because I don't understand fish. If you haven't oh, thank you, Ilya. Yes, like, subscribe, all that jazzy jazz. It would make me oh so happy. Let's see if we can hit 600 subscribers by I don't know, June. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 by the end of the year. That would be fabulous. Probably unlikely, but we'll try. But yeah, Amberlynn reading. Yeah, it's. She doesn't know shit about tarot cards, and she's just going to make up whatever she thinks she wants it to say to her. Oh, well, this means this.
Not always the universe coming to me and being like, girly pop, like, we need to talk. Sometimes it's like me saying, we need to talk. I genuinely feel like...
No.
With the tarot cards that I have treated them with, like, the kindness you need to treat your tarot cards. I might have been a little neglectful. I'm currently actively staring at them because they're on my bookshelf. And just know that I love you guys. I do... Maybe I should get them out tonight because I'm feeling guilty. It's been, like, easily...
No, that's not how it works.
Over a month, maybe even longer. Oh my god, it's been since before I went to Wisconsin. Holy. I do believe that if you treat your tarot cards right, like, they'll treat you right and they'll connect with the universe even more. I notice some people, like, you...
Well, you don't know what the fuck you're doing with them, regardless of what you believe.
Probably think I'm crazy and you don't believe in that, but everyone has their different beliefs. I would never judge someone based on what they believe, and
She suddenly starts talking about the universe and tarot cards. I feel it's another personality swipe for Mama Lynn. She's had tarot cards for a while, and she's mentioned the universe before she moved back home. Because she would say that she doesn't believe, in a deity, but, like, the universe, whatever. She has mentioned that before. Speaking of delicious dinners, I'm making roasted tomato, red pepper, goat cheese pasta for... That sounds very delicious, Aaron. That sounds quite... So again, this is your love language. You are making dinner for you and your partner. That sounds tasty. I'll probably have a microwaved eat clean meal for dinner. I'm going to have some leftover chili for lunch. Maybe with a peanut butter sandwich. That sounds quite tasty, Aaron. You must be a wonderful cook. I need to find a girlfriend that can cook. Fuck. I just need to find a girlfriend just in general. That's the crux of that.
I hope they would do the same for me and they won't judge me. And it's really crazy because I feel like I have, like, matured a lot spiritually. I used to not...
Have ya? Oh, spiritually.
Really believe in tarot readings or tarot cards or really anything about it. But I'm telling you, that was years ago. But as time went on, I felt more compelled to get my own deck of cards and to treat them in the way they deserve and to come at it with...
Yeah, but do you don't understand them though, or know how to read them, or have any connections? And Soup Kitchen Shift. Oh, you are such a sweet and good person, Aaron. And I am so happy that you are part of my community. You are just such a good person. That is very nice of you. to do that. I know you've mentioned before that you do volunteer work at your soup kitchen. She had Mama Lynn stay with her in Kentucky at one point at the daycare. Could it have started then? I don't know, Ilya. I don't know what Mama Lynn's beliefs are. Mama Lynn does go to church. A lot of people that are Christiany don't believe in tarot type things because they think it's of the devil. I don't know what Mama Lynn believes. So I can't recall her ever stating at any point in time, but I could have just not be wow words. I could just not be remembering correctly.
Like a sense of respect and understanding. Every single time I have done a tarot reading on myself, whether the reading was
It's been what you want it to say.
bad or good, if
Oh shit!
Can't go?
No, no, I hit the wrong button.
I have my own style. Sometimes I don't even understand my own style. If I see it and I wear it and I
Damn
like
it!
it, I'm talking about, but no one's a robot.
Okay, where were we?
They're feeding her and she's
No.
non-existent. And for 4 weeks,
Oh wait, what?
and it would be counterproductive. Is that the right word? Where I played obsessively. The first definitely felt it in my heart. I'm telling you, that was years ago. But as time went on, I felt more compelled to get my own deck of cards.
Close
and
enough.
To treat every single time I have done a tarot reading on myself, whether the
Sorry.
reading was bad or good, it felt right and it felt true. And
Yeah, no. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I definitely felt it in my heart. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be taking those cards down tonight and doing a reading.
Yeah.
I think I need one. And I almost feel like
I think I need. Amber, Jesus, no.
someone asked me that question because the universe was like, Amberlynn.
No! No.
We need a tarot reading. We should speak a little bit. So thank you to the person asking that question. What were your Animal Crossing eras like? So I've had 3 Animal Crossing eras where I played obsessively. The first time ever was, I know I was living in Virginia and I would play like obsessively. So that was the first time. And then the
Which one, though? The original on the GameCube?
other 2 times is when I was living in Kentucky. And since then, haven't touched it. Do you think lesbians can be?
Now, I've been neglectful of my Animal Crossing island on New Horizons. I've been neglectful. I don't think I've logged in since like August, and I'm sure my little villagers miss me.
And then the other 2 times is when I was living in Kentucky. And since then, haven't touched it. Do you think lesbians can be non-binary? Of course.
Yeah. Anybody can be non-binary.
Do you still smoke Delta 8? And are you going to stop when you start semaglutide?
Oh.
I do still smoke. I definitely don't smoke
Shit. Well, there we go.
as much as I used to. And I will be more than likely stopping when I start semaglutide. Delta 8 gives me the munchies. And it would be counterproductive. Is that the right word?
Yes.
It'll be counterproductive to be taking semaglutide but then also smoking Delta 8. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you
Yeah, I agree, and I'm glad she recognizes that. But if the Delta 8 gives her the munchies and makes her want to eat more, which is one of the reasons back when she was with Wifey that she quit smoking, she was doing Ozempic at that time as well. She quit Ozempic and she was doing the Delta 8 and she gained back all of the weight that she lost on Ozempic. We're seeing this repeat itself. We're in the Amberlynn cycle here. Oh, I want to lose weight. Oh, I'm going to use Delta 8, but it makes me eat more. I'm going to gain weight. She doesn't do gummies. She actually smokes it, Aaron. But yeah, it's I don't think it's gummies, at least, because we've seen her purchase it with her vape pens. But it's if you know this is something that's detrimental to your goals, stop doing it. And if she's using it because of anxiety or it helps her not think about things or whatever, then she needs to find other coping mechanisms. And she needs to get the psychologist or the therapist or whatever, and because she has said that she doesn't want to be on medication, but she self-medicates with Delta 8 and with food for that matter. So if she doesn't want to be on medication, but she's self-medicating, it would be better to be on the actual medication that actually helps with her issues. It doesn't make sense. Girl, a lot of things you do don't. Absolutely, Aaliyah. A lot of things she does doesn't make sense. 100%.
Do you plateau on semaglutide this time? Will you still keep taking it? Last time I took semaglutide, it stopped working because the syringes I got were pre-filled, which you are not.
So I looked up this about whether the semaglutide was less effective. Um uh and I think the pre-filled ones, it does say 28 days, but also it says 2 months. So I think it could just depend on the type that she had, but there should be a best by date on them, and that's when you need to use them by. Dating someone that is a known to have a feeder fetish may be counterproductive to wanting weight loss too. So what I'll say about that is I don't know if we have confirmation that Emily has a feeding fetish or a feeder fetish. I don't know if we have confirmation of that. We know she likes bigger girls, but I don't know if that would qualify as a feeder fetish. We do know that she had an account with her ex-partner that passed away, and they would post videos or pictures or whatever. Other than that, we don't have any proof that Emily has accounts on any of these sites, because what we've seen have all been fake and people pretending to be Emily.
Not supposed to do that because when you pre-fill a syringe, it expires in 28 days. And through the
I don't think that's true because, again, I looked that up. How long do pre-filled semaglutide injections last? Once they're in use, they can be stored at room temperature or refrigerated for up to 56 days. Now, again, there are different ones. So let's look this one up here. After opening, once open, continue to use within 30 days. Preloaded syringes will keep for about a month. The pins are 56 days. So maybe the ones that she got from the med spa, those may have a shelf life of 30 days about. That could be true. It really depends on the ones that Amberlynn had. So I'm only referring to the account with the partner that passed. I also agree the new info and accounts look fake. The new stuff looks fake, but all the previous stuff didn't. Yeah, so that's what I just said. The stuff with her previous partner that passed away, um, that's the only one that we know of to be true. And Emily gave an explanation for that. You know, we can take it at face value or not, but all of the new stuff is fake. I looked up. I have a video that you can watch titled "Is Emily Exploiting Amberlynn for Money?" I think's why I titled it. And that Walnuts Gains account doesn't exist. The Cash App account Walnut FEA9 doesn't exist. These are all faked screenshots. None of these things exist. The Walnut account on Phoebe.com could be anybody. When you sign up for Phoebe or Curvage, because I signed up on both websites, you don't have to have any verification when you're signing up. You can put in any address, any phone number, any email address. You can make, now you will get a text message to like, oh yes, this is my code to sign in. But you can spoof phone numbers to get a text to a number to your phone that's not your phone number. So, we've seen people do unhinged shit in this community before, and they're doing it again. I mean, making these things up. We know that the quote pictures that were going around were not of Amber, they were of another larger woman, I think from OnlyFans. So, people are just making shit up for whatever fucking reason, because for some reason they want this to be true. But we don't have any actual proof that Emily is a feeder and that she has this fetish. We don't have any actual proof. So it I just don't know. Um I I don't know, Ilya. I mean, just to let's see. Ilya says the previous account could have been made purely for finances, but realistically, you would have to be a little into a fetish you put that time and effort into. No. Um. Re- Realistically, she and Colleen were only together what, maybe 2 years. Um. So they wouldn't have been doing it for that long. And if it's just something to make some extra money, taking a few pictures here and there, selling them, um, or posting on some website to sell them, um, that's not a lot of effort, to be honest. But, uh, I mean, liking women that are bigger doesn't mean you have a fetish for feeding. Um, so I don't know. I just think people for whatever reason want this to be true and want to make things up, and I don't understand why people put in the time and effort to make these things up and share these things. But because people have such a distrust of Amberlynn, they're immediately going to believe somebody else over Amberlynn until a third party comes in and disproves it. Hey Nicole, so good to see you. What you buying? What are you shopping for? Anything good?
Med spa that I went, they acted as if that was okay. And I know a lot of people were asking, like, did you see a doctor? The person was actually an RN, so they knew what they were talking about, but no one's a robot. People make mistakes. 28 days is only 4 weeks.
Wait, I'm sorry. Let's go back here. See, that's true. The feeding part in particular is what is contentious. Yeah, and you know, they they talk about Emily's previous girlfriends. So the one before Colleen was around 300 pounds, I think, and then Colleen was much bigger, and then Amberlynn is around 500, give or take. So Emily could just be attracted to bigger women. So you're gonna grab a Starbucks? What you gonna get? I cannot leave my house. We are snowed and iced in. Food, and I forgot to eat first, so I bought more than. Oh man, I hate when I do that, Nicole. I make sure to eat before I go grocery shopping, else I'm like, everything looks good. And then I buy everything, and then half the shit I buy goes bad. Yeah. So, excuse me. And even if Emily wasn't into bigger women, some people don't care about the physical size or appearance of the person they're with, and they care more about the mental aspect of the person, the personality, their brain, whatever. Um, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, as far as I can tell and have seen and know, we don't have any actual proof that Emily is into futurism. We have zero proof. Pistachio oat latte. Ooh. I think I've had the pistachio latte before, but I haven't had it in a very long time because it has so many fucking calories. I'm just having my little protein coffee that I made at home. I could eat a whole rotisserie chicken right now. If you do that, Nicole, you have to record it for us and upload it.
A syringe, it expires in 28 days. And through the med spa that I went, they acted as if that was okay. And I know a lot of people were asking, like, did you see a doctor? The person was actually an RN, so they knew what they were talking about, but.
So an RN isn't a doctor, but RNs are super knowledgeable. So.
No one's a robot. People make mistakes. 28 days is only 4 weeks. And for 4 weeks, the syringes were working. Week 5, I felt nothing. So that is when I doubled my dose. I still felt nothing. And when you double your dose.
Wait, did she double her dose? Did she tell us that? That she went up to. She did. She went up to the next dose. So.
Oh, honey, you feel something. So that's when I was like.
Not always. I've read people's accounts where when they've gone up to the next dose, it stopped working. And until they went a couple of levels up, it started working again. Because I guess your body gets used to it. The initial dose is like, woohoo, go wild. And then you have to get back up to your maintenance. Get it half sweet, but I'm sure that doesn't even make much difference. It may, who knows.
Something just doesn't seem right to me. And I had 13 pre-filled syringes, so that's 13 weeks worth. And
but if they haven't been opened, they should still be good.
That's like way past expiration date.
No, it's not. I think it's only once they're opened they're good for 28 days. I think.
At that point, potency non-existent. But to answer your question, if I plateau on semaglutide, will I keep taking it? Yes. Are there any updates on Rarity? Sadly, no. In my actual gut and soul and heart, I really do believe that someone found her and they're loving on.
I hope. I hope somebody found her. And she's living with somebody and being taken care of.
Her. They're feeding her and she has water and warmth and love and laughter and cuddles. Everything that I once gave her. I truly believe that someone else is doing the same. For now, I will have her home one day. Like, I do believe that. And I'm putting out all of the positivity that I can. Whew, I need a minute. Have you ever?
Hey, her nails match the green color on her shirt. I just noticed that. Yeah, I really hope that Rarity has been taken in by someone and they just didn't see the flyers. They haven't seen the flyers. Maybe because it started getting cold outside. Maybe they just They don't see a lot of people, so I really hope that Rarity is with someone.
Ever been assessed or evaluated for ADHD? Because girl, I see all the signs in you. So
Yep, I am 99% certain that Amberlynn has ADHD. She has been told before she might have it, but she's never been evaluated for it because sometimes getting those appointments can take a while.
I have been assessed by a psychologist, and the psychologist then said you need to be like actively evaluated because you show signs,
Well, then you haven't been assessed, now have you?
as that person said. And this was when I was living in Kentucky. So I had scheduled an appointment, but it was literally for 6 months away. And I ended up moving because me and my girlfriend at the time broke up, and I was ready for a change. I did not belong in Kentucky anymore. And I think I had like 3 months to go until my appointment. But obviously, since I moved, I wasn't able to attend the appointment. So I still have not been evaluated. Do you have any updates?
Maybe you should work on that. Maybe you should contact that psychologist or therapist you found before you went to Wisconsin. Hmm.
On the article you were interviewed for? Nope. I have not been contacted since I did the interview.
So I want to say I heard somewhere, read somewhere, that it may or may not come out. Was it Zachary Michael that said that somewhere?
Where is Wasabi? More than likely he's laying on the bed. How did you find out
Yeah, Wasabi's is just a chill little boy that sleeps everywhere.
Santa wasn't real? So I was laying in the living room.
How did you find out Santa wasn't real?
Where is Wasabi? More than likely he's laying on the bed. How did you find out Santa wasn't real? So I was laying in the living room, and I did that.
What a stupid ass question. No offense to whomever asked that, but who cares? Who cares how Amberlynn found out that Santa wasn't real?
Because I wanted to catch Santa in the act. I'm sure most little kids do. So I was sleeping on the couch next to.
I don't think I ever believed in Santa. I always knew the presents came from my family.
The Christmas tree. Next thing you know, my mom's like, oh my God, my water broke as I was putting Santa's gifts out under the tree. She did not know that I was awake. She did not know that I heard that. But yeah, my mom went into labor on Christmas 2 times with me and with my brother Jonathan.
Oh no. Her poor mom. Going into labor twice on Christmas? Poor Mama Lynn. Oh my God. I don't think I've heard this story before, but if I have, I just didn't care enough to remember it.
I was born on the 27th though, so she was in labor for like a hot minute. She went in labor with Jonathan early, like in the morning, like in the night while sleeping, and actually still had him that day. So my brother Jonathan's birthday is on Christmas. Literally the best Christmas of my life.
Oh, one of her brothers was born on Christmas. If you like your question, I think it's beautiful, but I actually think it's a stupid ass question. Yeah, I'm like, people will just ask the most random ass things. I mean, you do you. If you really want to know, then I guess now you have your answer.
Do you deep down want to be skinny? If I could have.
Do you? Ah, here we go. Who was it that asked earlier? Was that you, Aaron, or Mademoiselle Side that asked if I thought that she actually wanted to lose weight? Or why she doesn't seem to want to?
Any body type in the world, and I was 100% the healthiest I could be, I still would not want to be skinny. My favorite body type is like chunky, like.
Again, that reminds me of that Will I Am song from, like, what is it, like Madagascar or something? The I like 'em big, I like 'em chunky. You're a Mother's Day baby. What a dick move. But I always make the I'm your gift joke. That's funny. Yeah. My birth was not as pleasant. Yeah. That's funny. Like Mother's Day, here you go. You're a mom. That's funny. Amberlynn likes them chunky. Like my peanut butter. I like them chunky. Good lord.
be. I still would not want to be skinny. My favorite body type is like chunky, like curvy, like thick thighs, like good hips, pretty big butt. I don't
So, does so were these the things that Amberlynn finds attractive or what she wants for herself? Because I don't know if Emily has thick thighs, hips, or a big butt. She seems fairly average. So, I'm not sure.
I don't
2 days after your mom's birthday. Aww.
want to be skinny for me. I think every body type is beautiful. Skinny, chunky, fat, whatever it may be. Like I think you are absolutely gorgeous. But for myself, like
Do ya? Do ya?
I want some curves. I want some meat. I want my partner to grab onto my chunk chunk.
I want my partner to grab onto my chunk chunk. That's a quote. That is a quote for sure. I'm gonna have to clip that one. Emily probably has a thick skull. Oh, even her eyebrows are skinny. Oh my god. Oh, Nicole, that's mean. Let's hear that. Grab onto my chunk chunk. That's a quote.
Curves. I want some meat. I want my partner to grab onto my chunk chunk.
Also, notice the nail clacking there.
What? When is the last time you watched Karina Kaboom? I'm telling you.
It's been a while. I still need to watch the Becky interview and make a video on it. But I just can't bring myself to watch Karina. Has she, Megan? I must have just blocked it out if I've heard it before. Or just not cared enough to remember it.
The last time I watched her, I think, was during live stream era.
Please make grab onto my chunk chunk merch. I'm not able to have a merch shop because I mean I could make a merch shop on my own, but that would be grab onto my chunk chunk. Grab onto my chunk chunk merch. We could get Amberlynn to make it. That'd be so funny. That's a quote.
3 X's ago, like even before Feline. I don't.
Wait, what
the time
was
I
that?
watched her, I think, was during live stream era. 3 X's ago, like even
When she was with Beck, sorry.
before Feline. I don't like that woman. I hate everything about that woman.
I don't like that. Oh, damn, pulling out some strong language here. I hate everything about her. I do not like that woman.
Like no tea, no shade, but what is going on with her? I chose to like be like, I cannot do this anymore. Like she puts me in the biggest negative headspace. So I said, I'm actively removing myself from the situation, and I have not watched her since. So it's literally been years. Are you for it?
Wow. I don't watch Karina either. That's funny.
Removing myself from the situation, and I have not watched her since.
She could lose 350 pounds and still be chunky. She's short. Yeah. Yeah, she could be down to 200 pounds and still be chunky. Because her body shape, she'll never be skinny. But, yeah.
So it's literally been years. Are you for or against abortion? I am pro-choice.
Eyebrows. Yeah. Emily's eyebrows are something else. They've been tweezed to hell and back from the late 2000s.
Will you get another pen?
Yeah, so something about the whole, are you for or against abortion? The thing is that I always say is being pro-life, or being pro-choice does not mean you are pro-abortion. It just means that you recognize that it's not your decision to make, and that everybody has their own situations and circumstances, and it's their choice to make and not yours. So you can be pro-choice, but not really be like, oh, I love abortion. You could be like, you know what? I myself would not get an abortion, but I'm pro-choice because another woman's decision is not mine to make. So being pro-choice does not equal pro-abortion. It's crazy that I'm taller than Amber and I feel so short, Mars. Amber's what, 5'3"? How tall are you? 5'4"? 5'5"? I feel short, but I'm average.
So I said, I'm actively removing myself from the situation, and I have not watched her since. So it's literally been years.
Oh, sorry, I backed up a little bit.
Abortion? I am pro-choice. Will you get another pet anytime soon? No, absolutely not. I'm still waiting for Rarity to come home. What's the last hypocritical thing you've heard recently that involves another YouTuber? So,
oh, what hypocritical thing have you heard involving another YouTuber? There's so many YouTubers out there. I mean, come on. $5'4.5". I'm with you, Mars. I'm 5'6.5". That half is very important.
Oh, I don't know if you guys know who this is, but Nikki and Gabby are two twins that have done YouTube for so long, probably even longer than me, and I've been on YouTube.
Nikki and Gabby, I don't know who that is. Do any of you know who that is? What kind of content do they make?
For 11 years. But either way, they've been on YouTube for literally forever. And they used to do a ton of videos. Like, they had like their own channel. Now they have like two separate channels because they decided not to make videos together anymore. But regardless, they would get so many views, like millions of views. Like, they were part of like the most famous YouTubers. Like, they would go to like Tarte brands and like Bora Bora because like companies would pay for them to do that. And like, they were like part of that group, right? Well, Nikki has recently came out on her TikTok and like confessed all of these lies. I'm like talking crazy things that like Nikki and Gabby both lied about and like faked in their videos. Like, so many things that it literally has left my jaw on the floor.
Drive safely, Nicole. Be safe wherever you are if you're having bad weather. So Nikki and Gabby have admitted to lying about random things. I don't know who these people are.
Like, and I still have not picked it up. Can someone pick it up for me? And I think the reason why my jaw is still sitting on the floor is because nobody's mad. Nobody's mad at them that they have lied and like cheated their way through the YouTube life. Like, I'm so like, I genuinely am so confused because like
I mean, some people could see that as just playing the algorithm, playing the YouTube game. Again, I don't know what kind of content they make.
That one video that I made 8 years ago where I was like, yeah, these are the few things that I've lied about and here are the reasons why I've done it.
Oh my god, stop it. Stop it.
That has haunted me. Like there's no tomorrow. Like, people still to this day bring it up and it's been like 8 years now. But Nikki and Gabby lied about even worse.
Stop it.
And even more, and people are just gagged. We're just gagged. Oh my god. And like, nobody cares. I'm like, I don't know what planet. As Yo Mama says, am I in the upside down? Like, am I in the upside down? Am I living in the upside down right now? And as a viewer, like, I'm hurt. I'm like, what? You lied about all of that, and all of that was fake and like orchestrated. And I'm just like, what is going on?
Maybe because it's different. Now again, I don't know what they lied about. But it's, who knows what, I mean, I don't know what kind of content they make, but they probably just made up scenarios or did different things and just like, it's different on some level, but without knowing exactly what kind of content they make and what they've lied about or made up. But it's not the same. Yeah, hey Mars. they make such different content. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be different.
I can't be the only one that's upset, but according to how everyone's reacting, everyone's totally fine with it.
Well, with millions of subscribers, there probably are more people upset. They probably just aren't voicing it.
Totally cool. You know what? You're skinny, you're beautiful. Go ahead and lie. It's totally.
It's not because they're skinny and beautiful, Amberlynn. It's not because you are 500 pounds that people get upset about your lies. This probably has to do with the content of the lies that were made.
Totally fine. Why do you nervously laugh around Tommy so
Yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but why do you nervously laugh around Tommy so much?
much? I'm never nervous around Tommy. When I'm laughing around Tommy, it's because I'm happy. Like, I'm genuinely, like, so happy, I just can't stop laughing. That's a good sign. Like, I want to continue.
You're that way with every new relationship. Skinny people lie too. Yeah. Yeah. Skinny and beautiful people lie too. Why are you mad at me and not them?
Continue smiling. I want to continue laughing. I want to continue joking. Like, Tommy isn't just my lover, my partner, my this, my that. She is my best friend. And I want to always have fun with her. Even doing stupid things like trying eggnog and I'm just like giggling like a schoolgirl. It's because I'm happy. Like, she genuinely makes me feel good when I'm around her and I want it to stay that way. Are you still friends with a...
But she's tried eggnog before, we found out. Now, granted, people are like, oh, you lied about this. I would say maybe she doesn't remember trying eggnog back when she was with Crystal. That's been a very long time ago. If she didn't like it, I would say she would remember she didn't like it. But she's okay with it. So, somebody asking here, are you friends with probably Alexis?
Alexis, and can we get an update on that? We are still friends. We are not as close as we used to be. I think that
Yeah.
I do have like a wall up, and I think she knows.
Well, I mean, you both said some stuff. Alexis said a lot of stuff. Alexis has said some stuff recently in reaction channel comments and live chats.
Obviously, like, the trust there due to the betrayal, like, there's no trust there, you know? And I think she knows that, and I think she feels bad, but I think she's being patient and she's being understanding and she's being kind and just like...
I think from what she said in the comments of these videos, I don't think she really cares that much, to be honest.
Not forcing anything, which is what I appreciate. Like, I genuinely care about Alexis and I love her and I know she feels the same for me. So I'm glad that I was able to forgive her and we were able to hang out quite a few times and like have a great time. But I think it's going to take a while before things ever get back to how they were, if they ever do. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers right now? Life Plus Cindy, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I love her videos. Pink Vlogs, which is Pink Sparkles, but her vlog channel. And also...
Didn't she do a Vlogmas thing with Pink Sparkles like 2 years ago?
Mama. So I'd say those are my top 3 right now.
And
how big
Mama.
is your bush? I have a dainty bush.
We're talking about the plant in the corner of the apartment. That's what we are talking about. Why would you choose these questions to answer? Why? Why? Nobody needs to know this. Nobody needs to know this.
If you could ask Jordy one single question.
Oh, if you could ask Jordy one single question.
And have him answer honestly and without bias or trying to impress his audience, what question would you ask him? Honestly, there's a lot.
Oh, nope, only one.
I have a whole interview I could give him. Trust. Jordy, hello. I know you're watching. I know you're watching by yourself first.
What you gonna ask him, Amberlynn?
And then you like to watch again while you're reacting, which is weird because why can't you just watch the first time during your reaction? Is it because you have to think of things to say and to complain about and to nitpick and all the little fat jokes you make? Is that what it is? You have to like...
Is this the question you're asking him? Because you get one. Is this the one question you're asking him?
Ponder that while you're playing your little World of Warcraft in your mom's basement.
Playing your little World of Warcraft in your mom's basement. No need to insult people and get snarky. Now, I don't know where Jordy lives. And I don't know if he plays World of Warcraft. He may. A lot of people do. But let's not insult people and think that you're better than them.
Don't answer that because that's not the question.
No, that was the question. You get one question and that was it. Yeah, maybe he wants to think of things to say to entertain his audience. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so if he said that he watches before, like if people know this isn't if people know that he's not doing like a live first time reaction though. If Jordy is so awful, why does she watch him so much? I think she watches him just to see what he's saying. Probably because Jordy I don't watch Jordy unless I need to go get a clip of something. Because Jordy does do some pretty wild speculation on things. What's wrong in being prepared for making good content? Yeah, nothing wrong in being prepared. If he wants to watch it beforehand and make some notes, look up things, do whatever, that's his live stream style.
My question is, you say that you want, the best for me. You want me to go on semaglutide and lose the weight. You say that you're just a reaction channel and you're reacting to just, me as a person. And supposedly I'm just not a good person and all that. But what makes you better? Every 1 minute or 2 minutes, you have a fat joke. A very mean fat joke.
I don't know if he does. I have seen people in his live stream making fat jokes, calling Amberlynn names. I don't condone that type of behavior. There's no reason to call her names, to insult her weight or these things. It's just not necessary. I don't know if Jordy himself does it, because I do know that Amberlynn, even though I don't watch Jordy or really care for his content that much, I know Amberlynn does have a tendency to misrepresent things that he has said before, and I've had to go fact check on that whenever she's been like, oh, Jordy said this. And I said, well, let's go see. I pull it up, no, Jordy did not say that. Here's what he actually said. So, I don't know if this is accurate. If any of you watch Jordy, you can let me know. But I don't know if he does this or not, but I do know that Amberlynn does have a tendency to misrepresent things that reaction channels do say. Jordy does do snarky jokes. He knows it's mean and he says so. Yeah. And it's like, why though? Is it just to entertain your audience? I mean, just to make people like you? I don't know.
You are fat phobic and you're fat shaming and your audience eggs it on. What makes you egg?
I will say his audience does do that. I mean, like I said, I have seen people in his comments calling her names, commenting on like her weight and things, and it's just, it's not necessary. And
any better than me. You're actively making fun of someone's weight, size, and body for money, for monetization gain. But yet I'm the bad person. I know you're gonna have a rebuttal. I know you're gonna manipulate your audience. But either way, if you were just reacting, like, why is it okay to be fat phobic while doing so?
I don't know if he's fat phobic. I mean, he's making mean, snarky jokes. As I get monetized, yes. Do people give him super chats that say mean things? Yes. Um, that's his content. Some people just like to be mean and nasty. I mean, it is what it is, really. And people will either enjoy it and watch it or not. Um, he makes the type of content that he knows his audience wants to see. Maybe these are his real feelings. I don't know. But he could just be doing it just because he knows people will get a kick out of it.
So, is that because that's all you have? Because I'm not as shitty as you really thought I was, and my life isn't as dramatic as you want it to be? So, the
Uh,
only thing you have is like every other minute making fun of my body and my weight and my size and my issues? That's pretty fucking pathetic if you ask me. And I think it's time you go outside and get a little bit of sun. You're looking a little pale. All right, you guys.
hey now, let's not shade people for being pale. Pale? For being pale. Um, um, so now she is commenting on Jordy's looks, calling him pale, saying he lives in his mom's basement, saying, oh, you play World of Warcraft. So she's doing the same thing that he apparently, allegedly does to her. She could be doing that on purpose, or she could just be trying to be a mean girl. The internet is a free for all. Worse things and fat jokes are said on YouTube. Yep, I agree. There are many worse things being said on YouTube. But again, it's not a contest. I mean, we shouldn't be making fun of people's appearances or their weight or those sorts of things. Pale Amber has been prescribed vitamin D. I was prescribed vitamin D as well, and my vitamin D is still low. I take vitamin D gummies. Because I am pasty. Amberlynn is also pale, yes. She got sunburnt not too long ago, yeah. Yeah. She's not a picture of suntanned skin here. That's for sure. um yeah. Didn't she look up his info online? Is that why she claims he lives in his mother's basement? She's been saying he lives in his mom's basement for a while. I did hear something about that she paid for his information or something. I don't know if that's true. I don't know where Jordy lives, and I really don't care. If he lives in his mom's basement, more power to him. Rent's expensive. Although he seems to be doing okay with his YouTube money, it looks like. Um, I don't know why she says I think she just says it just to be an insult. Just living in your mom's basement, just clacking away on the keyboard playing World of Warcraft. She's just doing it as an insult.
I enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We have one more to go, and I'll see you in that video. Bye. Hello, hello.
Yes.
Welcome to part 3 of a 4-part series where I answer.
All right, part 3 is done. Yeah, if he does live in his mom's basement, he is probably saving so much money. He'll be able to buy a house outright once the market evens out a little bit. Yeah, I think she's just trying to insult him. I think that's all that is. We can move this a little bit. It's not a good look. Amber should try to rise above his insults and not watch. Yeah, I agree, Megan. She's just, she's not doing the when they go low, we go high. She's doing the when they go low, we go low too. It just makes her look petty. And as if Amber hasn't mooched off of people before. Cough, cough, Crystal's parents. Yeah. So I will say, though, she was really young back then. Crystal would have been what, 11 years ago? She would have been in her early 20s. Uh, so, yeah. It will give Jordy more views if he goes live tonight. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it will give him more views, give him more to talk about. So, she's not doing herself any favors for sure. But, yeah, I don't know. Nothing too crazy in this one, I don't think. Calling out specific reaction channels. She did do some calling out on Karina Kaboom and Jordy, I guess. She hasn't watched Karina. It will egg him on and probably more super chats. Yeah, I agree, Mars. It will definitely give him more ammunition because people will be like, oh, what's Jordy gonna say back to Amberlynn? And they'll want to tune in and watch and see what he has to say about it. So, yeah, absolutely. Her talking about him is not going to lessen his views. If anything, it's going to draw more people to him, probably. Because they're like, oh, he's being snarky about Amberlynn. I want to see that. So, I don't think it's doing her any favors. So yeah, I don't know. Well, we are almost at 2 hours. That is a long time. And I am hungry. I need to eat lunch. It is 2:45 here. About it's 2:43. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know what we'll see in the next. She did say that it'll be juicy. God, no. No more juicy. Bye, Mademoiselle Scythe. And drink water. I will try to drink some water today for you. I'll see what I can do, but I make no promises. My coffee, or my water will have coffee grounds ran through it. So, but yes, it is time for me to get off here, get some lunch, and do some work. But I do thank all of you for spending part of your day with me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have an amazing day. Who wants what, Megan? Please be safe if weather is bad in your area. Stay inside, stay warm, and all of that jazz. And no more sex questions. I agree, Megan. No more of that. No more of that. But I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you, Ilya. Thank you, Mars. Thank you, Megan, Mademoiselle Scythe, Blue Hoodie. Let's see. I saw Shrek, Aaron, Nicole, Fiona's mom. Thank you all for being here and spending some time with me. And we'll be back eventually. We'll probably play some Stardew Valley tonight, later tonight. So, yes, thank you all for being here. And hope you have an amazing day. And until next time, be safe and take care.